So what we're about to witness is going to be definitely a checkmate scenario, right? But wait for it. He's going to do a drive impact on wake up. This is why I knew he was going to win. Bam. So what you guys saw was a checkmate scenario. Now, in this video, I'm going to explain to you guys one of the many ways you can do a checkmate. But in the old Street Fighter, usually the way you checkmate is when they have someone low health and you like do a super or something on chip, but they got rid of chip because of drive gauge. But those who don't know exactly, checkmate means that they're in a situation where you're going to win regardless because of what you did in the setup. And Cody, what was that you said earlier when you win the drive impact? You said you panicked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so normally when most people, like, that was a panic situation, obviously. And usually what does happen, let's say, right now we're in a scramble, right? Now what does normally happen when you panic would be this, right? You do first, you lose, right? And then, okay, I'm going to lose like half my health because I drive the impact, right? And that's what that was. Normal, or even you could be, let's say you do like a jab or something, and you still lose, right? Because you did it first. And that's what happened in that situation. Normally, it's a good habit to not drive impact unless you do a certain situation where it's guaranteed and you don't normally want to drive impact first. But in that situation, it's like, wait, how come I won? And that's when we'll get into the specific situation, which is where it comes into the, you have to think of drive impact different when you have certain situations. And this is the main thing. Again, even Cody, you didn't notice it, right? Like, oh, I wasn't even paying attention, right? And we'll do the exact same scenario now. Obviously, I go first. Now, that one's at 10%, right? Can I make it a bit lower? Oh, it doesn't matter. Either way, the situation's the same. So, like, assuming it's a situation, right? Like, oh, both low health. I do it first. There we go. Okay. Now, what happened there, why it's a checkmate, is because it's chip. But if you don't have any health, that just completely gets rid of your entire health bar. Because normally, you guys saw when it's the last one, it just takes chip and you recover it during a combo. But if you have no health to recover, how are you going to get any of it back? So that's what we call a checkmate center. So it's not, you'll see me do this sometimes, like say we're doing hits or whatever, right? And you'll just see me start spamming drive impact on purpose. Because then they don't have the mindset like, oh, you know, I'm good. Like, and then you make it so obvious. But remember, and only do this if you have the health lead. Only do it if you have the health lead and you know they're about to get chipped out. You do it, you know, you drive impact. They see they're gonna do it on reaction and they don't realize, oh fuck, I'm dead. Now if you want to know what the secret number is or the secret technique to know how much exactly health it is, you can't really see it here, but let's see if I can find like a screenshot or something somewhere. But wherever you see the little round meters are at, when you see the health is right at or right below where the first round mark is, that is when your drive impact will chip them out. That's when you want to go. And that's why I say you want to have the health lead in case you do mess up and they have just a sliver like that much left so you don't really die. But generally, if you're, again, this point, doesn't matter. You go first. They just die. But again, make sure that their bar is at least like, I mean, heck, we'll even set it back to what I had earlier, right? So 10%. That's what 10% looks like. See, and it could be a bit misleading. You want it, it's like a wee bit more than it would normally be. Right? See, look, it's a decent chunk, so basically half more or less of that is. But like I said, I look at the actual little bars where the little round is, and then you'll be fine. And yeah, no, that's it. That's just a checkmate scenario I wanted to talk about. I don't see it too commonly. I mean, heck, who knows? Me posting this might get some people to be like, oh shit, I never thought of that. Because like, there are rounds I've won like that, and on purpose. Like, I bait people to like, because normally when you're at high level, especially, like, no one's gonna fall for drive impact. Just no one's falling for that shit. They're ready as fuck to react to that. So, you know, I abuse that. And I notice, oh my god, they're almost dead. Drive impact, drive impact. And then what's even better too, what you can do it, I recommend it twice as much when they're burnt out because they can't drive impact back.
Sweep into impact when they're low like that?
Mm-hmm.
It should be enough to...
Yeah, it's basically guaranteed. So if they try to drive impact, they're gonna get screwed, right? And remember, this normally would chip out their health. So again, another good thing is do it meaty. So yeah, that's not a bad idea. I'm trying to set it like a keeper. They just die. And it works. It's like another guaranteed checkmate. So if you're like super plus, and the best way I would say is be 25 frames. So a situation I'd say for Guile would be, let's see, like this. Oh, that kills. But...
yeah, as a lower level guy, I can say a majority of people do wake up impact when they're low.
Yeah, that does a lot of damage.
If you, like he said, low sweep, or sweep, and then impact, you should most likely win.
Yeah, but make sure you time it perfectly. See, I was too meany, but and see, and that's the thing. When you're up against the wall, they're gonna bounce back. Just be ready to combo. But any other situation, their health's gonna be completely gone. And again, if they try to do drive impact, see if I can do it. They have to get the impact on point, though. But yeah, that's it. Then that's you guys get it. You've seen it. If you drive impact, he's just gonna die. Yeah, that's it. So you get it, Coz, right? You get more or less what the thing is. I mean, it's hard to pay attention. I don't think it's something I recommend too much. Only once you've gotten good at actually looking at the health bars and knowing when you're low and where they're low. Most importantly, like I said, pay attention to them. Like, if you're low health, but if you know it's like below that little mark, then fuck, it doesn't matter if you're low health or not. It's just, it does get a bit tricky, because remember, it could be by 1% you can fuck up. And if you want to be safe, make sure you see the health is right before that the first round. By the way, the first one, not the 2 rounds, because there's usually 2, right? 1, 2? No, the first one, not the second one. And yep, that's about it. Y'all good, Codes?